everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to another day in my 2022 holiday card series. I'm so excited to have you with me today. We are doing another couple of cards using products from Doodlebug and no stamping. Now I am using some die cuts and I'm also using some Valentine's paper, if you can believe it. So before we head over to my craft table, don't forget to subscribe and hit your post notifications. I am uploading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. until Christmas. And make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'm at Misty Pans. I also have a Facebook group and a Facebook page, and you can find all of that information in the description box down below. So we're making two cards today. We're making a slimline card and we're making a regular A2 size card. And like I said, we're using some Valentine's Day paper. So let's head over to the craft table and we'll get started. So we're going to start our video today by making a slimline card. I am going to be bringing in a piece of pink cardstock, and this is the Catherine Pooler Slimline Essentials die, I believe is what it's called. So it has this rectangle that is scalloped, which will cut out a solid scalloped rectangle, but it also has this kind of not grid. Is it a grid? I guess it's kind of a grid that'll cut out a frame for the front of a card. So up on the right hand corner, I actually have the Valentine's paper that I mentioned in the intro. This was from the photo play paper that I got earlier in the year. I had initially used this gallery die, grid die, to cut out that black and white paper. I was going to use it for something different, and I went ahead and changed my mind. So that's why they're there, and that's why they fit perfectly. So I am going to go ahead and cut down a card base. So for my slimline cards, I leave them at 8.5. So it's 8.5 by 7, and I score it at 3.5. The reason why I like to do this size is because I don't have to worry about weird cuts. I don't have to worry about a ton of excess. And the excess card, like the excess cardstock that you cut off, will actually fit the front of the slimline card. So to me, it's not quite as wasteful, and I don't end up with as many weird cardstock sizes. Also, this will fit in a standard size business envelope with plenty of extra room. So if you have die cuts that you want to hang off, etc., you can absolutely 100% do that. I'm adhering it down with tape runner, so I went ahead and brought in the Xyron adhesive eraser because there's always a little bit of adhesive left over. And again, I am just getting these adhered, and as you can see on the back are some conversation hearts, which aren't exactly Christmas, but I really love the addition of black in Christmas. So, I love the Echo Park, and they do a lot of black and red. But I love this pink, and this pink comes directly from this set of die cuts in that sentiment. I just thought these fit perfectly together, and I really, really love how this card turned out. And we're actually going to be using these for both cards. So I am using some liquid glue, and then just, again, going back over the places that I may have missed with the Xyron adhesive eraser. I am adhering the sentiment with a piece of the Scotch mounting foam, and then I am gluing down the two green bulbs directly, and then I'm adding the pink bulb with more dimensional adhesive. So I went back and forth on whether or not I was going to add the stars, etc., and I found two that I really, really loved, and after that, this card is done. I think it turned out so cute. So for the next card, I am bringing in another piece of that Valentine's paper. This is a plaid, and I used this several times in this holiday card series because, again, it's so pretty for Christmas, and I just loved it with the black. I loved it. It's just cute. I like it. So this time we're going to be making a card that measures 5.5 by 8.5. I'm scoring it at 4 1/4. This is just a piece of black. And then I'm cutting down the layer to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That's actually been my most favorite layer size for the last few months. Sometimes I'll do 1/4 inches like I've mentioned, but a lot of times I just kind of like it where you just barely see a hint of the cardstock. But that changes all the time. You guys know. Those of you who've been with me forever, you know I play with all sorts of layer sizes. So I wasn't sure how else I wanted to add the lights, but we had the extra lights. And I kind of went back and forth with this one. This one actually was a little bit more involved than the last one because I just could not make up my mind. I was like, okay, I have these lights. How do I want to use them? What are we going to do? And so it took me a little bit longer to kind of get what I wanted. But this is my design process, especially when I'm using like something like this with die cuts where I'm not stamping. I just keep everything out. I kind of place things together and then I'll pull them out and decide if I like it or not. And yeah, so I actually end up bringing in another die cut for this after going through a bazillion and one sentiments. Sentiments and layouts and all of the things. That's probably the blessing and the curse of these kind of die cut sets is that you get so many, it's easy to get overwhelmed and then you can't decide. But I finally decide on a really cute tree. So this tree is getting adhered with the Scotch adhesive foam. Then I'm just going to glue down the sentiment and then add a little bit of foam tape on the side that's hanging off the tree. I do that off camera and I apologize for that, but I have to be able to see. If not, it would really be bad. So I literally used the Tim Holtz pick and added in the adhesive underneath. So once I've done that, I'm going to bring in my Nuvo pen and then I'm also going to add some Nuvo drops to the lights. And I really love how this card turned out. It's so simple, but it's so much fun and it's so unexpected and it's a color scheme that you wouldn't normally see. And I think sometimes those types of cards are really a whole lot of fun because a lot of times, you see the same kind of colors over and over and over again. I've noticed on Instagram, all of the companies that are doing their Christmas releases now are doing pastels, and I absolutely love that. So anyway, once I do that, and that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate you. Let me know which one of these is your favorite in the description. Nope, in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.